everybody, welcome back to the Flick and Roll podcast. My name is Josh.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Osiris.
And thank you, boys, for joining me for another one of these. I haven't really properly said this for an episode yet, but also thank you for everyone listening to this, whether you're our friend or maybe a couple of you are strangers or you're probably just bots. But numbers are numbers.
Shout out the bots, man.
But anyways.
I paid lots for those.
You did? We're not getting a lot, bro. But anyways,
I think I got scammed.
Thank you to our friends who have been, listening or just supporting us, whether you're actually listening to this or you're just leaving a like or a follow on like the Instagram or wherever. It means a lot. And so, yeah, things haven't been perfect the first 2 episodes. So we'll try to keep improving, whether it's like the audio or just us maybe being boring. Like I literally forgot to put the intro in the last episode. But like I said, we'll try to improve. Also, if you're usually somebody that listens to this on the YouTube and you had to be forcibly listen to this through Spotify or Apple or wherever you do podcasts, it's because Google disabled the YouTube account.
You're too late for Google.
We were 2 weeks in and we got immediately disabled. Not because of like we did anything sus. But yeah, hopefully it's back by the end of the month. But we'll see. Anyways, that's enough yapping. Topics and timestamps in the description below for you to skip around however you like. Today we'll be talking about The Drama, which is the recent movie with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. And then we'll do a little other movie stuff at the end. But was there anything interesting in the movie world for you guys to talk about or wanted to bring up at all?
I wrote down some releases for the next few weeks.
Go for it.
We have Mother Mary.
Is that the Anne Hathaway one?
Yep. We have the Michael Jackson biopic.
That's in the next 2 weeks?
Yep.
That's April 24th, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah. We have Devil Wears Prada 2.
Okay.
Mortal
That's next
Kombat
week, right?
2. If you
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, they dropped the
and
trailer
then
today.
2 offs that I were like, these are like, I guess these are worth noting. Sheep Detectives. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yep.
Because
I kinda wanna watch that.
We're scraping the barrel, man. You know what? If it's fun, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the Mummy reboot.
Is it a reboot? Because I saw the
It's like
poster and it's just like it just says The Mummy. Is it like a reboot of the old Mummy?
It's like reimagining, I guess, the franchise or whatever.
So it's still the 90s Mummy franchise.
I guess so.
When I saw the poster, I thought it was
it's
like a reboot of like the old Mummy, like from, like
Brendan Fraser Mummy.
No, like from like
the old
50s
one.
Oh, the
or
old,
whatever.
like the...
We'll see though.
Yeah, we'll see.
For all the horror fans out there, there is a movie coming out called Obsession, which I've heard is quite good from the people who got early screenings. It comes out May 15th, so I was going to wait until maybe another episode. But yeah, just for early hype. I think it premiered maybe South by Southwest. One of the festivals or somewhere. So some people have seen it, and I've seen at least 3 reviews of people who have seen it already being like, this is going to be one of the biggest horror releases of the year. So yeah, might be good. If you don't know the premise... This guy gets like he visits what's those like little...
It's called Obsession.
Yeah.
Right?
He visits like one of those like robot stands that like grants you a wish, and I think he has like they give him like
a Zoltar
yeah
type thing.
So I think that's how it starts, and he gets a wish and he has a crush on this girl, and she's like, I really want her to love me or blah 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 blah. But then she becomes like an insane person and like stalks him, and yeah, so
she becomes obsessed with him.
So it seems cool. And like it has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes already from the early critic screenings, and then a 4 on Letterboxd for the people who've already watched it. So could be fun, could be cool. I'm not a huge horror guy, but I'll watch it.
Something to look out for.
Yeah, and then Michael Jackson. I had a Michael Jackson phase
I
growing up.
want to watch that. Maybe like
I hope it's great.
10 times on the week, man.
Should I
want to watch that so many
Should
times.
I edit in a
Probably.
Jonathan little dance?
No,
Jonathan.
man.
Little Jonathan, Michael Jackson.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. I probably have one that exists of me somewhere too. Hopefully it's good.
There's probably one of Osiris somewhere too.
Yeah, you never know.
Not me. I wasn't a dancer.
Anyways, so we all watched the drama, which will be what we were mainly talking about today. But right before the movie, there was a trailer for a romance comedy drama. Probably less dramatic than the drama, but will still be interesting. I think it's coming out in June, from what I looked up. It's called The Invite, with Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton, directed by Olivia Wilde. The trailer is one of the best trailers I've seen in the year so far. I think it's edited pretty well. I think it like showcases like the perfect amount of like what's this movie about without fully spoiling anything. They showed some humor, they showed some drama, so I think it'll be good. What do you think, Jonathan?
So I had planned to go. So this movie premiered at Sundance earlier this year. So I had planned to go to Sundance, but I didn't.
In Austin?
Tickets,
oh wait, no, that's South by Southwest.
That's South by Southwest.
Where's Sundance?
Sundance in Utah.
Is
that where it's? Is it leaving Utah or is it new?
It's yeah. So this year was the last year. It was in Utah, and it's moving to Colorado next year. Which I will probably try to go to now.
I'm down.
I'll actually wake up.
Great.
I'll actually wake up to freaking buy the tickets this time because I forgot to set an alarm. But
all right.
Anyways, yeah. So it premiered at Sundance.
We all meet in Colorado next year.
Yes, let's all go, man.
When our subscriber count is up to 10.
They have a.
They have an
18 to 25 deal. It's like $300.
Like for the age.
Yeah, for 18 to 25-year-olds.
I'll be 26. Well, leak my age to the internet.
Yucky.
Me and you, Osiris. It's $300 for unlimited screenings.
Okay,
for 18 to 25-year-olds for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks straight.
So
yeah, that'd be
cool. Anyways, that premiered at
Colorado.
Sundance, and I went through the list of films that premiered at it. And then this was one of those. So like, I was waiting for the trailer to come out.
Oh.
And it was pretty good.
That part of the trailer where he's like listing everybody, and then they do this.
Yes,
list.
at the end. Yeah, it was so good.
I forgot where I heard this from, but there was either a tweet or somebody talked about it on a video or something. Like the art of trailer making is like its own, like
for sure,
like filmmaking in a way, and that trailer is really great. So, regardless of whether or not you want to watch the movie, watch the trailer.
It's all editing.
It's pretty good.
Man. I think it might take place in San Francisco, based on like the opening shot of Seth Rogen on the bike, because that looks like a San Francisco street.
It looked like a very cramped.
Exactly. Also, like all the townhomes and the way the framing of the trailers was like the aspect ratios was like closing in this way, and closing in this way, and then tilting side to side.
Yeah, the directing looked really cool. So that's what I was gonna bring up next. Have you ever watched an Olivia Wilde movie? The big ones are Booksmart and Don't Worry, Darling, with the one with Florence Pugh and
I've watched Don't Worry,
Harry
Darling.
Styles. How was that?
Works if you want it to work. Florence Pugh makes it worth watching, I think.
Is it,
also,
okay.
I like when.
Okay, go ahead.
I like when movies become. I like when movies become weird.
Yeah.
And that one is weird enough where I liked it, but like other than that.
Yeah, we don't have to go too far into it, but how is it like
part.
directorially?
It looks good.
Okay.
It's the set design and everything. Editing's good. Yeah.
Because I've never watched Booksmart, which I heard is
way,
pretty great. So, just from the trailer, I think this will be a cool movie. So,
I think so too.
We'll wait for 2 months. Maybe we're all alive then, and we can watch it.
Also, in the in the studio, the TV show, there's an episode where Olivia Wilde is like the center of an episode, and the studio is like a Seth Rogen baby.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see them.
So they got chem.
collabing.
They got the chem.
Yeah, they got good chem.
Although the movie is about them having bad chem.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny that we're talking about this movie where it's also about couples having what's it called?
Drama.
Troubling conversations. Yeah.
Drama.
But just to start us off, so yeah, today we're reviewing the drama, aka genuinely maybe 30 or 20 minutes of the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in a theater.
AKA Isaac's the best person to watch a movie to watch this movie with.
Shout out to Isaac.
Shout out
Hopefully
Isaac.
you're listening. What about you, Jonathan? You have a little fun title.
I didn't think of one. Sorry, but I'll think of one as
We'll
as
get
we
there.
go. I'll think of
But
one
yeah,
as we go.
For the
Osiris,
end.
you could just give your general, immediate thoughts after, like, when you walked out of the movie, or just like right when the credits started rolling. How'd you feel?
I think I was very surprised just throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
How, because obviously I didn't know much about it beforehand. I think that was apparent when we talked about it in the last episode. I had seen the trailer and I thought it was gonna be mid, but I was pleasantly surprised. It was way funnier than I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Even like the type of jokes they made. I was thinking as I was laughing, like there's definitely a lot of ways that they could have written or delivered it in like the same premise of a joke, but it could have not landed, but it did land, which was pleasant. And
especially what
yeah,
they're
walking
joking
out
about,
was
like
was an experience.
they have to be very careful.
Definitely.
For me, I was also on the side. Not that I thought that this movie would like try something, but it wouldn't really land. That's the vibe I got from the trailer, and I was just like, it'll be okay. I don't think I'll find it that interesting. And then I saw stuff like I said last episode about, oh, there's a twist. Maybe it's not the most well received twist. I was like, okay, what is this movie? I'll save one more thing I saw before before I saw the movie that low key, it didn't spoil it, but I was like, what the hell is this movie? But Jonathan, what were your immediate thoughts after the movie?
Right after, dude, like I said this again, but I like feeling uncomfortable in a movie, like when it challenges you and you're like, I like feeling uncomfortable and challenge you to the point that it's like intriguing enough. But like, secondhand embarrassment is my least favorite feeling like ever, and this movie gives you so much of that. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, that
is...
last, not even the last act, just
gosh.
that last little 10 minutes, or even that little 5-minute speech he has. It's just,
just so I hate secondhand embarrassment so much, but it obviously did it on purpose, which is good.
Yeah, I didn't say exactly how I felt. So even though I thought it was gonna be whatever, this movie's definitely not whatever. This movie's definitely something.
No.
It'll make you discuss. It'll make you think, which is always great when it comes to movies. It's probably like the bare minimum a movie should be.
Yeah, exactly.
I still don't think I love it. I think there's really good directorial things, good performances. It's just good filmmaking in general. But there's a central premise to this movie that I think is not talked about or discussed in the most productive way. That I think this movie brings up for that reason that it never really fully addresses. But in saying all of that, we'll get to that later. We'll focus on just non-spoilers for now. But yeah, Osiris, did you straight up like it?
Yeah, I mean,
It is funny.
I
like
wasn't
you did
like
say, it was
super
funny.
wowed by
I
it.
laughed a good amount
I
of
was
times.
pleasantly surprised, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, I rated it like, I think a 3.5.
Yeah.
Which is pretty solid for me.
Jonathan, you've been behind on your Letterboxd reviewing.
I've been very behind. I have like 4 movies
I was
I need to
waiting
watch.
for
Yeah.
it.
Do you know what? Do you know what you'd give it though?
4 with a heart.
4 with a heart. Okay. I was originally just at a 3, which is usually what I put movies where like it doesn't cross the threshold of me straight up liking a movie. But after sitting with it more, seeing a little bit more good discourse about like, you know, the good discussion it brings up, I bumped it up because I think I want to give the movie a little bit more credit because it is quite funny. Like if I only view it in terms of it brings up a topic, but it wants to do it in a humorous way, and then more so talk about the fallout within this couple and within their friends. It does all of that well. I just still am stuck on the topic part, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, I really like the commentaries that they did.
So yeah,
So there's a lot in there.
yeah,
They
for
touched
sure.
upon, yeah.
In different ways too. Some of it, I'm like, I feel like audiences are taking this in a direction that I don't fully know if the director meant that, but it is art. We'll see though.
I wrote 7. I wrote 7 different commentaries that they did in the movie. That's pretty good.
Should we talk about that now or wait for spoilers?
I think wait for spoilers.
They're probably all spoilers.
Yeah, we can wait a little bit.
So before we get into spoilers, we can talk about performances. How do y'all think Zendaya did first and foremost? Best performance, maybe. Some people think so.
Of the movie?
No, in her career.
In her
I
career?
didn't think her that performance was super exceptional.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just me. I feel like
Zendaya's a tough one. Sometimes I'm like, you're just Zendaya and you're acting.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I feel like this this character, like the type of humor aligns with some of her other characters. And I feel like that kind of took me out of it a bit because it is just being like, oh, it's just Zendaya playing Zendaya.
I think a bit of it is like is like Homecoming Zendaya, like Homecoming MJ. A little bit of the humor is a little bit.
Kind of dry, aloof.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there are a couple pretty good scenes she has, but with her being the carrier of this topic, carrier,
the bearer of the weight, the carrier,
the open carrier of this topic. Maybe a little bit more gravitas, but also I feel like she wasn't.
It's more nuanced for sure.
She wasn't given enough to address certain things, which is why I do have my issues. That's not related to her, related to what this movie decides to do, both with her and with her character. But yeah, Robert Pattinson's just playing another weirdo. He's pretty great at it. What y'all think?
I heard you could hear his accent slip a few times when he was talking.
Well, he's supposed to be British.
Yeah, but I think because he was trying to. Well, okay, he's supposed to be British. I think living in America for a while, so I guess the accent kind of fluctuates. Okay,
maybe but again, he's just also weird. So
yeah.
What do you think?
He was very Bruce Wayne-y with his tuxedo on too.
Yeah,
he was
very Bruce Wayne-y.
What do you think? Osiris?
I think. Good? I think he was good. I think it's very up his alley though. Like it's nothing. Again, nothing special.
Yeah,
nothing different from him.
I see. Fair enough. So just unmoved.
Well casted. Well casted. No, the performances were good.
Yeah, just nothing special.
I think Zendaya wasn't. There could have been better casting.
Yeah.
And I think Robert Pattinson just did his thing, and
but
that
his thing is
that
good.
role was made for him. Yeah, I like his thing.
For
what, man?
I talked a little bit with Jonathan right before we started recording. Did y'all like Alana? What do you say it? Alana Haim.
Alana Haim. Yeah.
I think she plays her part well. For whatever reason,
she does fine.
When I see her on screen, I'm just like.
I'm not moved when I see her.
Yeah,
on
I'm just
screen,
like,
kind of
you're there. You're acting.
Yeah, that's fair. I think. I definitely noticed.
Good job of making us hate her, though.
Yeah, like
really
I said, she does her job.
Really
yeah, I don't know if it was the writing or if it was her delivery, but it's just like, and it is hard, but it's just funny seeing people trying to act drunk. I don't think that was her.
Yeah.
I don't think out of the four of them, I think she did it the worst.
We forgot to do this. We haven't even talked about what this movie's about. We said it last episode, but Osiris, would you like to give us a little brief spiel? What the frick? A little brief spiel about what this movie is.
Yeah, I'll keep it very condensed. I'll say the drama starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is British and he lives in America, and he meets Zendaya and they live happily ever after. They're getting scheduled to get married in a week, and everything's going well, and they're hanging around doing some wedding. Their sex is great. Zendaya's laugh is great. They're
he just loves her.
Doing some wedding prep, and then they find out
they're very financially
Zendaya
stable. You can tell.
Yeah, they have a nice apartment or house. No, they have a house, I guess.
They have a house.
Mid-century.
Yeah, I think it's a house.
Yeah. But then,
And then Zendaya divulges some information that makes Robert Pattinson a bit iffy, uncomfortable
Very iffy.
in their relationship and just in general. And so they have to navigate that in their last week leading up to their wedding.
So for people who haven't watched this or haven't heard anything, I want you to just have like a little thought exercise right now. Just think of what secret could she have revealed that would have thrown everything into chaos. Is it cheating? Is it, maybe she has an STD? Is it she did
She's
something in her
Spider-Man.
past that was like connected to Robert Pattinson's past maybe, and she's never told him?
Their cousins.
Did she have sex with a dog?
Did she have sex with a dog? Let's think even worse. Did she kill someone? Is that what it is?
Is she gonna kill Robert Pattinson?
Anyways, so to touch on the scene that it gets divulged in, they're all drunk. They're playing a game of what's the worst thing everyone's done. And then a guy goes, a girl goes. Robert Pattinson kind of BS's his way through it that he cyberbullied somebody and they moved. I skipped the other ones because I want to get into Alana Haim's character afterwards.
Yes.
But to just go into spoilers, Jonathan, what is Zendaya's secret for this movie?
She had planned to shoot up her school, but she didn't end up doing it.
That's the movie. That is.
I will say,
that is the
okay.
movie.
I will say
premise.
when she said that, I wasn't even taken aback. I was like, I thought it'd be worse.
Interesting.
I was like, I thought it'd be worse.
What would be worse?
Like a lot worse or something.
What would be
know,
worse?
fucking
Let's not
having
go
sex
into
with a dog, like I said.
Honestly,
kidding.
I don't know, man. If she had sex with a dog, I feel like I could be a little bit more. Oh, let's go. Let's see what this movie has to say about.
No, but then like obviously the more I thought about
Wait,
it,
run that back. You said if she had sex with a dog, you'd say, let's go?
I would be like, let's see how this movie chooses to address this. Versus the whole shooting up a school thing. I'm like, oh god, what are they about
but yeah,
to do?
as the movie went on, and I kept thinking about it, and when they did those flashback scenes, I was like, okay, the time and place, yeah.
Okay,
for sure.
so to now reference back that tweet I saw. So like I said, I had previously heard that the twist was circulating around for the longest time, and then I saw a tweet right before about a scene where she's covering her ear, and then people are like, notice how she's covering her ear, guys, the twist is true. And I was like, what the frick is this twist, man? And then I saw an article about Columbine victims or parents like denouncing this movie and saying it's distasteful. I'm like, what the hell is this movie, man?
Oh.
So then when she says it, I was like, oh god, this is really what they're going with.
Yeah.
And then
Actually, I was.
Yeah.
I say I was surprised with the twist because of how like upfront and obvious they were about this commentary. I was like, oh my gosh, they're.
Yeah. Osiris, do you want to give a rendition of Zendaya's performance of her revealing the secret?
For revealing the twist?
Yeah, because somebody they're like, oh my god, just tell us, Emma.
Yeah. You gotta.
Okay,
you gotta
lock in
lean
your
into
Emma
it.
performance.
This is just
right now.
from my
For
my memory.
Spotify list and Apple listeners, just like close your eyes.
No, there'll still be a video.
Yeah,
You
close
can
your
post
eyes.
videos on
Pictures and
Spotify.
pitch up my voice just a little bit.
It's okay, you look exactly like her.
Oh wait, let me get my drink. Thanks, man. I just spilled my water. My bad. Okay, well, there's this. Wait, you have to. Someone has to do the Robert Pattinson. It's like no, I can't. I can't. You have to do like.
Wait, I was
do
looking
know?
for glasses.
Wait, what do you mean
do
the
I know
Robert
this?
Pattinson part?
Where he's like, wait, do I know this? Like,
Oh, do I know?
do you remember
this?
that part?
Look,
Yeah.
Wait, do I?
look at my forehead.
Well,
do I
I-
know this? Do I?
I don't know. It's okay. It's bad. I can't.
Just tell us. Come
Just
on.
tell us, Emma. Come
Okay.
on, come on.
Okay, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I don't know, like 14 probably, in school, I sort of planned a school shooting.
I think
I didn't go through with it or anything.
I think she says I was almost a part of a mass shooting or something like that.
I almost did a mass shooting.
Yeah, and I was like, that's how you're gonna say it? And also, you also, again, I don't know if she was told to do this, but she also doesn't even seem that drunk when she says it.
Yeah,
it's as if she's like, I gotta say this. You know, because like the other three characters are like doing their worst stories, and then like they pan to Zendaya, and like you see her like starting to get like worried, like that it's gonna come to her soon. So I'm like, how drunk are you? Like, you don't have to say this, man.
Maybe Emma's drunk is different than everybody else is drunk in the room because of her unresolved trauma about the issue.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Maybe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because that entire dinner set piece, I was looking at her. I wasn't looking at anybody else. I was seeing how like she was descending into being worried about her truth or whatever. I don't know.
Well, Jonathan, would you like to do Alana Haim's I'm gonna mess that up every time. Alana Haim's reaction to her.
Emma, what the fuck? That's all. That's like basically.
And her like low-key Valley Girl accent, whatever. Emma.
And when she does her taking it back, she's like
in her white girl accent. Yeah, she's just.
Are you being serious right now? My cousin.
Seriously?
My cousin. What?
My cousin's in a wheelchair.
My cousin's fucking paralyzed. You know that, right?
So,
I don't know.
So let's just go into her.
No,
character.
I didn't know that.
I thought of my funny title. I thought of my funny title.
Go ahead.
Rue from Euphoria origin story.
That's why she gets all in the drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Does that? Okay, no. That show doesn't do anything about gun violence.
No.
Instead, it's just all sex and drugs and whatever.
But yes, yeah.
Anyways, to dive into Alana Haim's worst story, hers is, Jonathan, you want to say it?
She locked this
mentally disabled kid.
Mentally disabled kid in a van in the middle of the woods and left him there for presumably more than 48 hours by himself.
For the police
and
to
when
find
she was
him.
For the police to find, and when the parents of the kid questioned her about the whereabouts of their kid, she completely denies knowing any information about it.
So, this movie... This movie begs the question, who's worse?
Who's worse?
I think...
Rachel for sure. Rachel
as a person is for sure worse. Mm-hmm. As a person.
Yeah.
Now, do I think Emma is off the hook? I say no. I just think... Okay, so my main gripe with this movie is that she says the thing. Everybody's like, what the fuck? So the other couple that they're having dinner with, they're like, we're gonna go home. And then Alana Haim's pissed. And then Robert Pattinson starts to freak out. And then Zendaya also starts to freak out. And they do it purposefully, where like they don't want to like fully talk about it as a couple, but also as a movie. Like Zendaya really like is avoidant of like diving into her past, diving into why she did it. She talks a bit about like it was that era. She got like what's the word? She was like
fantasizing the concept of it.
And so it does do a little bit of diving into that, but in my opinion, not enough, and it doesn't really justify it. Maybe it's intending to not really justify, like, because they show that she got bullied. They showed that, you know, she had to move around a lot. She had a military dad. So, you know, there's a lot of factors in her life that are quote-unquote typical of what could lead somebody to be like this. But it kind of just stops there. I mean, there is a turnaround as to why she doesn't do it, which we can get into. But yeah, as much as Rachel sucks, and as much as everybody, I think, loses their mind a little bit, I also do think like Zendaya never really clears up her case because low key, I think it's a bit valid that everybody's freaking the fuck out. Because yeah, how would y'all respond?
So after the twist happened, or at least after the twist happened, that was obviously that's the turning point. But the drama of the movie isn't even the actual twist itself. It's how how something that someone didn't even do was blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
By everyone else. Like the reason why everything happened after that was said is because of Charlie and because of Mike.
Yeah.
And because of Rachel and all of their friends. Like Emma, I think it's shown that Emma has very much made internal peace with herself about the issue, just not she hasn't like resolved it outwardly with people yet. I think that's why it was like glossed over for the audience as to why it didn't like get talked about that much. But honestly, yeah, the drama's not even what Emma didn't end up doing. It's just how everybody reacts to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osiris, thoughts?
Yeah, I think I agree. I think especially like the way that they are trying to, the way that they're like trying to portray it later on, where they're like, it could be the guy walking by you, it could be your coworker, or whatever, all the different shots that they have. It's definitely trying to be, like, trying to show, like Jonathan was saying, like this more empathetic view to where like if she, I think the movie was trying to show that she is clearly changed, and she knows that she's changed, and so why is it again so hard for these characters to deal with that? But it is tough, and I think I don't know. I think they did it well enough without having to do any
like overtelling that like she's
yeah
saying,
like they could have made the movie like 40 minutes longer and shown her actually like coming to terms with what that means for her as a person and how she's gonna grow from it. But I don't think that's not what we're going for, and I don't think it's necessarily needed.
Yeah, it's only like an hour 50. I think that's the runtime.
Yeah,
it's very short.
Yeah,
like to speak more on that dinner scene, it's directed pretty well. Like the tension really builds.
Editing
up.
is super sharp.
Yeah, and then
the editing is really sharp.
Once the truth nuke happens, it's like you feel the weight of everything, and then after that is a series of little jokes related to
like right following
showing like the flashbacks of her as a kid. And to be fair, I was laughing in my theater. A lot of people in my theater were laughing, but it was the type of laughing of like, oh my god, they're actually doing this.
Exactly. Yes, that was exactly.
Which is like, again, you know, I would say a success of the movie. And I do think it does the comedy well. There is an amazing scene later, which is one of the funniest things I've seen, where Zoe Winters, who has a great performance in this, by the way, in her like 5 minutes of screen time that she needs to do.
Yeah, if that.
Where she is their wedding photographer. And it's after a whole bunch of conflicting and arguing has happened about the secret between Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. So they're obviously tense. So this whole wedding shoot is not going well. But Zoe Winters is going through her plans for the wedding, and she goes, I'm going to shoot your mom, I'm going to shoot your dad, I'm going to shoot your grandparents. And my theater was cackling. Like, it was great.
We'll shoot you and your parents.
We'll shoot you and your parents.
That scene happened right after the dinner scene. So, like, the dinner scene happened.
Yeah.
They were walking home. They go to sleep. They wake up, and then they go to the shoot.
So, I think all of that section, again, even though I was uncomfortable, I was laughing, and I was like, well played. Mm-hmm. But, to me, the max amount of discussion about the actual topic of school shooting and gun violence is only limited to that, and it's only limited to the joking about it, which is why I have a problem a little bit, because I mean, again, I think it's fair that how they choose to present the fallout is the main goal of the movie,
Yes.
and how the other characters choose to respond. And that's the main topic of conversation, maybe, that the director wants. I just think you can accomplish that maybe with something else, like that is still related to something shocking that doesn't have to be a school shooting or a mass shooting. Because like if you were purposefully going to bring that as your topic, I think there needs to be a little bit more of a discussion on that. That's my opinion. To each their own.
Yeah.
Because it feels a little bit empty in terms of where that being the secret even goes. Because I feel like at the end I kind of just felt like it was a gimmick or like a thing for shock value rather than something that was addressed appropriately. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Did you want to go first, Jonathan?
You go.
Okay, I think kind of what you were saying, like using it as more of a comedic tool, and I to the way I kind of saw it, especially with the lines where like Robert Pattinson is like, well, you guys have a shooting every other week, it seems. Like those type of things. It happens every day over here. Like all those different things. It definitely seemed like like a non-American director came over and it's like, okay, I need shock value and I need something to poke fun at, and just landed on school shootings.
When I saw his name was European, I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it doesn't have to be school shootings. It could just be something about maybe her wanting to kill someone.
Yeah,
or like
I think
something in her childhood where she maybe like almost murdered someone, and like it could accomplish the same type of fallout. It just sorry, go ahead.
I was going through because when I first heard, because I knew he was a not American director and writer beforehand, and then when I heard that line from Robert Pattinson, I'm like, okay. I was thinking in my head, like, if I were writing this, like, what kind of alternatives are there? And I feel like the because she says, like you said when you corrected my performance, she says like I almost caused a mass shooting. So I think it was very focused on showing how it was more heartless and less like even more evil than like just wanting to kill one person or like and then I think more of a manic thing, sort of onset by external pressures.
I see.
In addition to what she's dealing with, which I think narrows down the options a little more. But I think there's also like you said, like a better way, a more delicate way to handle it. I mean, there were definitely some jokes that people in my theater were laughing about. I'm like, okay, that's just like a lazy, like someone that's trying to make fun of Americans would say type of joke. There were a couple like that, so I could see like the discourse around it in terms of insensitivity.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if the director did have like an intentional process, like what you were saying, where he was like, okay, I want it to be something dark, but not something that's like where Emma was like focusing, like has a direct like intention to murder someone specific, because that's not what they want to say about her psyche. It does narrow it down to, you know, what she could possibly do. But yeah, I guess I don't think it's like expressed well enough. What about you, Jonathan?
Let's see. God, I was gonna go into something really good and then I forgot my train of thoughts.
You agree? You agree that she's she should have just gone through it.
I think I was gonna say something about the performativity of it all, how that's one of the main commentaries of the movie. Because I mean, we see freaking Robert Pattinson being performative already, trying to talk to Zendaya in the opening scene. We see, I guess Emma. The reason why Emma, I think, wanted to do it in the first place was for attention. Because I guess that's part of the performativity of school shootings is something that the director wanted to get across.
Yeah,
because we know that Emma was depressed and just wasn't making friends. But then, yeah, I guess that's just what she wanted to do.
As much as, like, I don't know what I was gonna say with that, but okay, as much as school shootings like are obviously absolutely terrible, there is like a spectacle about them.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, and I think the director, being European, probably does find it interesting that like it's an American problem. There is like he probably like finds it interesting that one, it's an American problem, and two, that there is a subset of people, probably very small amount of people, that like does not to say fantasize about it, but there is like, you know how people like love serial killer documentaries and like
they like romanticize
and like true crime stuff about weird murders or whatever. Like, yeah, there is like maybe a weird romanticization of what could lead somebody to do it, and maybe he wanted to dive into that, so I could see that.
I feel like that is definitely part of it, because you see like with the way that she's recording the video,
dude, when the PC like asks for an update,
like that's great. That's some good humor.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, like after she updates it, then it blue screens. That's so funny. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I think also too with the cousin, like with the scene of Robert Pattinson talking to the cousin in the wheelchair and trapping her. I think even like that small line where he's like, "Well, are you guys close?" And she's like, "I don't know, kinda. We're family." So like I feel like that is kind of adding to the performative aspect that you're talking about, whereas Rachel may just be finding outrage in the initial shock, finding something to be more outraged just because she feels like she should be,
or the idea
type
like
of
to
thing.
make it about
you know
herself.
what I mean? Yeah. So I think maybe that's not his intention, but I feel like that's somewhat conveyed.
I guess like
the movie.
That's where again, not everything has to be like explicitly told. You know, that's part of art. But I guess that's
explicitly told.
That's where, you know, it could land for some people, and it might not land for some people. That discrepancy of whether did the director intend to, you know, talk about this in a nuanced way, or is it just like, haha, she tried to do this.
But you know, I didn't really have an issue with how little it was talked about. Like it could have been more, but what was there?
Yeah,
I was fine with it.
Yeah, and I really like, because I feel like that's how I felt about it in terms of the performance of it all. I really like that you said that, because I think that's how I was thinking about it before you said that, and I just didn't know how to put it. Because even like during the movie, I was thinking like, why did they choose to write that word? Or like at the end where he gets headbutted. Also, going for the headbutt there is crazy. Starting with a headbutt is insane. But when she's like, why do you have to make it about yourself, or something like that? Can't you just talk, or something like that?
Use your words.
And then he's like, did you sexually assault her? Like immediately escalating. I think there's part of that, like making it about yourself again.
Context. At the very basically what happens at the very end of the movie. They're at the
ambiguous ending.
They,
I thought.
Yeah, they have their wedding.
Yeah.
As in it happens. They're in the reception afterwards, and so the start of this movie is all about Robert Pattinson trying to make this speech for Emma to say at the wedding. So at the start, obviously, he's like thinking of their meet cute and like, you know, like, oh, I need to make this like so special.
I want to say something about her laugh.
Yeah,
like, you know, it's
I love her so much. And then after he finds out the secret, he's like, oh my god, can I even say I love her? Can I even say she's kind? Can I even say that like I like these things about
He's
her?
kind, empathetic.
So his speech at this point is completely trashed. Go ahead, Jonathan, if there's something.
Charlie, I was thinking about this, I think, after Charlie got beat up at the reception. Charlie is very much, to add on to this performative male trend that's happening over the past year, he is part of that epidemic.
Yeah. And also,
no, definitely. I think everyone's performative except for
except
Emma.
for Emma, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Which
Mike
is interesting.
Everyone except for Emma. Yeah, but very much Charlie because he only knows surface things about Emma.
There's interesting discourse about Mike where we'll get to that after actually. But yeah, to keep going. So now he's like, okay, I don't have anything for this speech. Blah 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 blah. Also, added context. Part of his paranoia is also he kisses a girl at his work and almost has sex with her at work because he's just freaking out. So he cheats. Anyways, now it's the reception. He's supposed to be giving a speech. Doesn't have one anymore because he completely deleted all of it. And he's losing his mind. Like, he looks like he's about to pee his pants and he's stuttering and he's sweating and his forehead veins going crazy. And then he can see everyone's uncomfortable in the room and he yells out like, she didn't even do anything. And then
stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then
all this drama.
Yeah.
How does it get revealed to the girl, his
the guy
coworkers
that
they kissed?
You know, I forgot about that part.
I think he says something like, "I'm so
No,
sorry."
he
I think
says
he
it.
says I'm so
He's
sorry.
like, I don't
Emma.
deserve
I don't
you.
deserve you.
I still love
I'm
you.
so
I don't
sorry.
even deserve you. And
the kiss didn't mean anything.
Didn't mean to kiss her.
Yeah,
It didn't mean anything.
And then Brett, or whatever his name is, he looks like a Brett or a Brad.
Brett.
Is it Brett actually? Wow, I remember that.
Brett. Let's see.
I don't remember.
He's like, "What the?"
Oh, it's
fuck?"
Blake.
And he stands up, proceeds to go to Robert Pattinson, and then headbutts him, and then punches him, and yeah. So that's how the movie ends. Well, that's how the wedding ends. We can go into the movie ending very last, but to speak on the whole performative thing.
Blake, it's Blake.
Blake. It's close. It was a B name, a white guy. Another aspect to, because you brought up Mike, of the whole performative thing. There is interesting discourse about him, whether or not he's like a good guy or a bad guy as well in this story. I saw a video. I can't give him credit, sadly, but I saw it on TikTok. But he does a video like why he thinks Mike's the biggest villain in the movie, and it's because he enables his girlfriend to.
He's very compliant to his girlfriend.
So it could be seen as performative in the sense that like he just doesn't want to be involved. Like he wants to be like the neutral guy, like the guy who's the chill one, the guy who like doesn't step in, blah 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 blah.
The pushover.
Yeah. So yeah, that he's low key a pushover. Because even
there's also
in his friendship with Robert Pattinson, like
that doesn't feel like a solid friendship.
Yeah, like
either.
he's kind of just like, hey man, everything good?
You want me to get rid of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
racial hierarchy is another thing I wrote down.
So do you think that's like also a discourse of this movie, like properly?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, it is interesting that both partners that are being spoken over or like controlled are black.
Are the people of color?
Yeah. And their partners are white, who are doing all the. How can I make this about
all the
me?
drama?
How is this problem affecting me?
Exactly.
Which is something that I did not take away when I first watched it, but after seeing discourse, I was like, you know what? Again, this is something I wasn't giving enough credit to the movie for, which is why I bumped it. So yeah, any more? Did you want to dive into that further, or is that just like a little?
I mean, I could say more, but we'll leave it there.
Anything else in your 7 points?
Gender roles, radical acceptance, unresolved trauma, moral superiority.
Yeah,
all the usual stuff.
The typical.
The typical stuff.
So yeah, that's pretty much the movie. I think you can watch it. It's definitely an experience, and I hope. Well, at this point, maybe the theaters will be less packed. I had a great time in my theater. It was full, and it was all people relatively my age. So
same here.
I think we're the.
It was all people my age.
We're more so the target audience, I would say. Another pun. Because our friend
the
Brandon,
victim audience.
Our friend Brandon, he said he watched it with a bunch of boomers, so it wasn't as fun.
Yeah, he said he was the only one laughing. Yeah. He felt weird.
But back to what I was saying. The movie is definitely an experience. It definitely elicits good discussion and good analysis. whether
Good ending too.
whether it's taken
Good ending.
whatever way you want to take it. I just do think
Yeah, I like
that
the
one
ending.
central premise is a pretty empty. But yeah, to talk on the ending, it's left quite quote unquote open ended. So they have their wedding. He gets beat up. He goes to a diner.
Even before their wedding, they were talking about like not even having a reception and going to this one diner
that they go to.
that they have sentimental ties to.
And this is something that Emma wanted to do because again, she's not performative.
Yeah.
And so he chooses to go there because I think getting beat up and then having that whole embarrassing thing happen to him just sobers him up, like both physically and to the whole drama that happened. Like he's just like, I'm letting go of everything I felt about my partner. At the end of the day, I love her, and blah blah blah. And then she goes into the diner as well. And for added context, again, there's a prior scene where Emma tries to say that they can just start over, and so she tries to do this role playing thing at their house where like they're meeting for the first time, and Robert Pattinson's like, I can't do this, blah blah blah, it's not working. But that's what they do at the end, and Robert Pattinson's able to like let go of what he feels, and he's able to play along, and Zendaya is like emotionally like, playing through it as like they're just meeting for the first time, which is like both literal and metaphorical, that like now they're really starting on a level playing field.
Do you guys think they ended up getting back together or no? I think they did.
I lean towards no.
I also lean towards
Really?
no.
Yeah.
Based on what she said, like
stupid?
right before the camera cuts.
What did she say right before?
Which was?
She says it was nice meeting you, Charlie, or something like that. So that makes me think that she decided just to make peace with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Went on her way.
Why were you contrarian, Osiris?
I feel like the way that it was edited, because throughout the whole thing, I think, which was also like, talking about like the whole commentary on second chances and performance. Like we see Robert Pattinson in that first date, like he imagines the worst thing, and then he decides that he needs to be performative to prevent that from happening, and then she calls him out eventually. And same thing with the date, he imagines the worst thing, and then he decides to be performative, and then it actually happens, and then she calls it out again. And I think that
and when they're practicing the wedding dance too.
Yeah, practicing the wedding dance. Also like the morning after, where I think when he throws away the cup, it does like the same three structured type of editing. It doesn't do that in the diner scene.
Okay.
It does that when he gets home from the wedding. It does that just the first two sequences of that, where he's like imagining the worst, and then he wants to go lean into his more what he thinks should happen, as opposed to maybe what he feels that he really wants to do deep down. And then I think it's meant to imply that the thing that ends up being what he wants to do deep down is going to the diner, and I think that's what resolves that third stage, which, if you follow the structure, would be her accepting him at his truest.
Cool.
But I don't know. You could be right.
Okay, film minor. Film studies minor, let's go. No, I like that, because as you speak on the editing, the ending is a lot less, there's a lot less cuts. It's just natural.
The only cuts are when he sits down and is cutting to the entrance of the diner.
Yeah.
I think just...
And it's just their conversation, it's more natural. There's a piece to it.
It's a really slower pace too.
So it is just a matter of whether you interpret that piece as two individuals finding individual peace, or a couple finding peace within each other.
Yeah.
I think even though you gave like a little thesis, I still think I lean towards he wants something, but she's fine letting go. And
yeah, I think that's fair. I think if the writer like reveals that that's what he had in mind, I think that also makes sense. And
I think it's performed well, like very well. Like Zendaya is really great in the scene. Robert is really great in the scene. Yeah, he should just go by Robert. He should also just do a one name. Uh,
Robert.
I'm Robert.
Go by Pattinson.
Go by Patty.
Paddington.
I'm the Pat Man.
Robbie.
I'm the Pat Man.
Bobby.
But yeah, I
Patman.
I would say I feel like she plays it in a way that she's fine saying goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted how she performed it.
On my second watch, I think I'll look for more body language for the last bit.
Because it's like she starts to tear up during
Maybe I
she
will
starts to
watch
tear
it
up
again.
during it,
Yes.
but it's like a
Yeah.
tearing up as if like this is gonna be my goodbye, you know?
I felt like, I don't know, maybe I'm
yeah.
just a completely different interpretation, but I feel like she was more so like tearing up because she finally got that acceptance that she was yearning for, that she never
It's probably
like
both
truly
or
had.
one or the other.
Validation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because like you said, like, or like we said, like she's clearly come to terms with herself, and like she knows that she's changed, and I feel like that was just like her seeing someone go through, obviously not trying to plan a school shooting, but something like screwing up in a similar way, and growing out of that and coming to terms with that, and like realizing what that means for moving forward. So I think at the very least that's like her realization,
well said, brother.
which I
She
think
didn't even
good
do
for her.
the thing, and she's getting ostracized for it, man.
Yeah, Rachel is.
Quit.
We kind of said it, but yeah, she's a psycho also for what she did, and
Yeah.
I think that's also purposeful. I don't know if there's anything else we need to dive into. I think that's good. Don't bully people.
Don't shoot up
Don't
schools.
shoot
Don't
up schools.
shoot up schools.
I don't think anybody watching this is of that age.
Don't even shoot the dog, like that one scene.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She didn't.
Don't
she
do
didn't shoot it,
heroin.
but-
Don't do heroin.
Don't do heroin.
yeah, don't do heroin. Well, if you're a DJ, you could do heroin.
Yeah, you
Are
get
you
a
saying
pass.
that because you
get a
slightly
pass.
DJ, bro?
My DJ board's not there. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a reviews.
gone from
I'll
this
say a bunch
episode.
of reviews, but one of the reviews is like, this is the greatest like anti-alcohol ad in a while or whatever.
I agree.
It's just yeah, like don't become drunk and just say some dumb shit when you don't have to. There was something.
It's also Charlie's fault that everybody got drunk.
Yeah,
too.
there was.
It's completely.
There was
his fault.
something that was like, not even Batman could waterboard. Uh-oh.
Did you guys see my camera?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
It's fine. It just moved. I thought something crazy happened.
That's funny though.
Anyways,
Oh, I tugged the cord. That's
I
why.
see. Anyways, what's his name?
The not even Batman could get
Oh yeah,
that
not even
info
Batman
out of
could
me.
waterboard this information out of me. Yeah, just
That was one of my favorite jokes too.
Which
in
one?
the when the server just goes back and they're like, "We're not a bar."
Yeah.
I think-
yeah, like the whole like first, because honestly the twist happens within like 10 minutes. The whole like first
Yeah,
20,
it's pretty-
30 is like
pretty early.
it's like pretty fun, and I thought whatever we talked about it. I think that's it. I think that's all. So yeah, just to say some reviews from some Letterboxd users, just to give a little general consensus of how people are feeling. Here we go. Like I said, the one I slightly referred to, but I didn't fully what's it called? Say it properly.
I'm gonna move this back a little again.
Let me see. How do I see liked reviews on this? I forgot. There we go.
There we go.
Yep, this is from Zoe Rose Bryant. She does a lot of cool reviews. She's a fun follow.
Dude, she always pops up on my Twitter.
Yeah, and Twitter also.
Like, all the time. All the time.
She gave it 4.5 stars. Says maybe the world's most effective anti-alcohol ad. Oh yeah, also the average is at like 3.8, so people are enjoying this.
It's pretty good.
So even though there is like quote unquote a
Really
mixed
good.
response, people for the most part are giving this movie like the credit it quote unquote deserves. Oh, also didn't say this. The director's a weirdo. If you guys haven't heard of that at all, he's low key maybe weird. Maybe not low key. Maybe he's just weird.
He's weird.
let's just say.
Sorry, so you know what he did?
Let's just say he wrote a whole essay about a
Was
summer
it like
fling with a 16-year-old
Yeah.
when he was
Yep.
27. So yeah, maybe you're weird, bro. Anyways, some other fun reviews.
Isn't it?
What was that?
Wait, is that why part of the movie was Robert Pattinson walking with the teen version of Zendaya's character?
I forgot about that whole part.
Maybe.
Yeah, there was definitely
No,
some.
that's for sure. Like, no,
There was
that's
some
No,
undertones.
I thought you were gonna
of that
mention like
that
maybe
were,
he's like, see guys, like school shootings are way worse than what I did. It's
Yeah.
way worse. Anyways.
Did we even talk about why she didn't do it in the first
Oh
place?
wait,
Like,
we
know she
didn't really talk about that. Oops.
Oh,
Basically,
okay. Well, she does.
some
She doesn't do it because another mass shooting happened.
the
She's
mall.
like, "Fuck! Someone beat me to it."
that's maybe why she did it. There's a debate whether it's because of somebody beat her to it or it's like she realizes how bad like
Yeah.
it
It's
means
definitely
to kill
that. It's
somebody.
definitely the latter. Definitely. That one. Yeah.
But yeah. Either way, Emma, low key you were a psycho for it, but I think you're a decent enough person.
No, you're good. You're fine. You're all
You
right.
fictional person. Okay. Somebody by the name of Ben of the Week gave this 5 stars and said, "Oh, I thought she was just gonna be a furry or something," which is maybe worse. No, I'm
that's a-
playing.
Definitely.
That's an endless well of a template of joke right there.
This one.
Definitely worse.
This one is a 4-star review by Kenshi Takahashi.
Oh,
You know him?
that's Joshlyn's cousin.
Well, I like what they had to say. Inviting an uncomfortable conversation and making it more stress-inducing through its use of irregular dream-like editing and morally complex characters will not sit well with some people, but it's a challenge worth braving if you're in need of a less traditional romance, which is a pretty good encapsulation of what this movie is. And then I have this movie, which still gave it, this review, which still gave it 4 stars, which pretty much sums up how I felt. A little bit conflicted. I love a movie built around a moral dilemma, and this is big. The premise itself feels slightly distasteful, which makes engaging with it a bit harder, and I genuinely have no idea how I would handle this situation. The opening is fantastic. You're thrown straight into their lives. It doesn't feel overwhelming, so it's impressive they got the balance right. And then he talks about good performances, good editing, good cinematography. So, yeah, pretty much how I feel. Like,
The A24.
everything's
MO.
good. And then I think that's for the most part. I think all that I had left to say was for even the reviews that do bring up, that feeling of maybe this won't hit for some people, maybe this was a bit hard for me, blah blah blah. Everybody's still giving it like 3.5, 4 stars. So, respectable art at the end of the day. So yeah, that's our discussion on the drama. Let's see where we're at. We're at like a little over an hour. Perfect.
70.
Yeah, we'll cut out some of the fat from the start of us, because I think a lot of the initial recording time is waiting for for Osiris to get ready. Anyways, so
Oopsies.
I had a topic for us. We don't have to go into a huge spiel about this because I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. This for me is genuinely one of my most. I haven't seen like a lot of movies in the theater. I've only recently really started going like myself. But what is y'all's most uncomfortable cinema experience? Because this is up there for me, if not my for sure most uncomfortable.
Okay, there's different types of uncomfortable that I've had in theater. There's stressful uncomfortable. Yeah. There's a secondhand embarrassment uncomfortable. There's like the horror imagery uncomfortable.
I'll say less,
which I'm probably more familiar with.
I'll say focus less on something that's like gory or disgusting and more so just.
Okay,
but you can still say it. You can still say it.
For myself, I wrote down The Substance for like uncomfortable watch in theater because that one.
The body horror.
That one fucked me up. The body horror, yeah. That I watched it in theater and that was bad, and then I tried to watch it again last October maybe for Halloween or something like that at home, and I got through it, but I was still
Yeah,
I
I've
got
seen
it.
like one
I
scene and I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Well, I did it.
I'm
But
not
like,
a body horror type of person.
Josh, how did you do that movie? That movie's. You couldn't stomach that, man. I wrote Late Night with the Devil because that was another horror movie that I watched.
The one with
whenever that came out.
David Dastmalchian.
David Dastmalchian. Yep.
It was uncomfortable.
Sadly, that used AI in the movie.
Uncomfortable in what way?
But
Was it just the horror or like?
It was just no. There was like 3 posters because like the.
No. I meant
that movie takes.
I meant what made you uncomfortable.
Oh, Uncut Gems, stressful.
No, I meant what made you uncomfortable in Late Night with the Devil.
Oh. Rewind that. Late Night with the Devil. The ending scenes are pretty scary for me, at least.
So it's, just you can spoil a little bit. Is it like supernatural horror? Is it like his
supernatural
face?
horror.
Okay.
Yeah, supernatural horror.
And then.
Oh, I also recently rewatched Eyes Wide Shut, and that one.
I've heard.
Is so uncomfortable.
Just the Kubrick tenseness and the weird cult stuff and So Uncut Gems I've heard is like the most anxiety inducing movie I'll ever.
Very much so. You still need to watch that too. Yeah.
Is that all you had?
Yeah, those are my 4. Yeah, those are.
What about you, Osiris?
In terms of theater experiences, I couldn't really think of anything besides like just like horror, just like weird.
Yeah. So did you have one
or
just in
body
general
horror
for like
type
at home?
stuff? In general, Hereditary.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that one for sure.
I mean
I
the
that
clear, like just the flies flying around. It's like that's crazy.
We watched that in theater.
I watched that in the theater actually, and I think the most uncomfortable scene for me is the piano wire scene. Just not a pleasant image. Ugh, and the sound too. Oh God. For me, I couldn't think of anything because I think this is the most uncomfortable I felt, and I haven't watched a lot in the theaters, not even horror, because I'm not a huge horror guy. But I thought of Parasite, because
really?
there's two things. One is the sex scene is like you're just like, wow, this. It's like half secondhand embarrassment, but more not embarrassment. It's like second half like, holy shit, this situation is freaking weird, and tough. And then the twist that happens in that movie to shift the genre into more horror.
The basement scene.
It's like an uncomfortable, but like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Which is that movie's so good. So yeah, that's what I thought for that. But yeah, kudos to this movie. I was uncomfortable.
I had one more uncomfortable theater experience. Friendship.
Really?
I don't know if you guys ever watched that. Yeah.
Why?
There's a scene in it. Well, I watched it with Brandon.
Okay.
Shout out Brandon again. It was me and him only in the theater. And there's a scene where someone gets hit and then the audio goes like all fuzzy for a second. And in our theater, the audio completely cut out at that point where like pretty much after he gets hit, it like goes fuzzy and then it just like kind of just went out. And we were just like sitting there for like five minutes. The first like 2 seconds, because it's like them like speaking and there's just no audio and we're like, okay, you got hit pretty hard. And then it keeps going. It's like interesting choice. And then it keeps going and it's like, I don't think, is this like really this long with no audio at all?
Did you think it was gonna do the deaf thing? Like, you know how when a character goes deaf in a movie?
Yeah.
Because
that's kind of how it was. Like it did like it went higher pitch and then it just cut out. Yeah. And then we were just sitting there. We're like, okay, this is a choice. This is going on a little longer than maybe I would have made it go, unless he's permanently deaf, which I don't think they're doing. And then like the scene is changing and there's still no audio. And we're like, wait a minute, that wasn't on purpose. And so we had to go and tell the guy, and he put the audio back on.
Did you get a free ticket?
It was very funny.
Afterwards?
No, we didn't get nothing. They didn't.
Damn,
tomatoes.
They didn't do anything.
Well,
I think it's Brandon's fault.
I got a free ticket when they put the wrong movie in for me one day. That was pretty cool.
Good. The only time a cinema has ever messed up for me was Avatar: The Last Airbender, when the audio didn't work for the first 10 minutes.
Oh, that's tragic.
Something like that. And the movie was still terrible. It was probably better with the sound off. Anyways, this is just for fun. Another uncomfortable. More so, it was fun uncomfortable. The first time I saw Striking Vipers from Black Mirror, I was with my friends, and we could just slowly see it was about to happen, and then my one friend just goes, "What the fuck?" Like when it's dead silent in our room. That was fun. If you've never watched Striking Vipers from Black Mirror,
Striking Vipers
go ahead.
is a good
It's a fun
watch.
time. Anyways,
Anthony Mackie's in it.
yeah. Shout out.
Anthony Mackie.
One of his more interesting roles, I'd say. He's pretty good in it.
I think so. I think he plays it
He
very
does play it
well too. Yeah.
It's just like
One of
it's
his
his
better
least like
performances.
charismatic role because he's such a charismatic guy, but like that's how well he plays it, just like straight and to the point. Anyways, besides the point. So another thing I thought of to talk about after watching this movie is just romance movies with like dark themes or just like with a dark twist. Again, we won't go into a huge spiel on all of them, but I just wanted to have like a good list of like maybe to recommend to people if they really like this or if they just want like more like messed up movies that have like messed up romance. The first one I have listed though is Remember Me, which is a Robert Pattinson romance
Another
movie.
Rob Pat.
And so the reason I have that first is because what do you think is more of a shocking twist? That Zendaya wants to shoot up a school, or that at the end of the movie Robert Pattinson dies in 9/11? That's how that movie ends. We're going to spoil probably all of these, by the way. Yeah, what do you think is a weirder twist?
I feel like the Robert Pattinson, which I watched that movie like very passively because my parents were watching it at my grandparents.
Dude.
And I was probably like
Yeah.
maybe 13 or 14.
Okay, because that movie came out in 2010. I was like, were you like 8 or 7?
No, it wasn't like a new movie,
Yeah.
but it was, yeah, they were watching it, and I was like just passively watching it. I thought it was pretty decent, pretty good, and then that happens at the end. I'm like, okay, I know I wasn't paying like 100% attention, but how is that how it ends?
Okay, just for context, this movie is about Robert Pattinson, who's like, I think he has drug problems or something. There's something about his character that's like he has a tough past.
He's daddy
Yeah,
issues.
he's like basically an outcast. They're in high school, like, so he's like shy. He doesn't really talk to anybody. Then he meets this girl who like slowly like brings joy to his life, and then they form a romance. But it's like this movie's like romance drama. It's like very real. Blah 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 blah. And then eventually, they figure out their issues. But he has to go to New York, I think, for a job or something. And then the way it's shown,
Yeah, it's for a job.
is that because I can't remember if they ever say the movie's set in 2001 or whatever, but he's like in the office building of
remember.
the World Trade Center, which I guess you don't know if it's the World Trade Center or something.
It's he's in the office building. He's like looking
Yeah.
out the window,
And then the camera
it just
pans
zooms
out, and you see
and then
it's
the
the Twin
date pops
Towers.
up. The date you see it's the Twin Tower, and then the date pops up. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I watched this. My family, well, my mom specifically and my sister were big Twilight fans, so we got this movie on Redbox, like probably
Ooh.
a few months
I miss
after it came
Redbox.
out. So like, I was 9. I don't remember the first time I knew the concept of 9/11, but I just remember like I was like, what is this ending supposed to mean? And then my mom and sister had to be like, oh, it's 9/11. And I was like, oh. So that's how it ends.
Oh,
He just dies in 9/11.
he just dies in 9/11.
I mean,
that I feel like even more so than this was just like, okay, what's something beyond like normal tragedy where we can just heighten the shock value?
like as stupid as it sounds, from what I remember, because I've revisited that scene, because I was like, how did they do this? There is like a sincerity to it. Like the performances of the people who grieve him afterward are pretty like good, and like it is supposed to be like, you sit with this like, dang, that sucks. But also like it's 9/11, like it's just like, why did that have
It's
to be
inherently funny.
like, why did that happen? No. Why did that have to be the choice? But yeah, that's just what I wanted to start off with. Jonathan is a big PTA guy, so we have 2 PTA movies next. First is, I think, your favorite, right? Phantom Thread?
That was my favorite of his.
So can you speak on... I have never watched this movie, so maybe I don't want you to spoil it, but how would you describe it as like a weird twist on romance?
Intoxicatingly sweet.
So is it a toxic relationship?
Very toxic relationship.
Toxic
and quite literally a toxic relationship.
I won't go into that. I've heard there is stuff to do with
toxic emotionally and
physically. I've heard there is stuff to do with that, so I won't speak too much on that.
Yeah.
But is it toxic in the sense of like they're not good for each other? There's a weird power dynamic.
Dynamic. It's power dynamic.
And it's PTA, so I'm sure it's great. People think that this movie should have won Best Picture for its year. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Another PTA movie, which is another twist on romance, Punch Drunk Love, and you also like this movie.
Adam Sandler's best serious role.
And it's a twist on romance because it is a love story, but
Adam Sandler's autistic.
Oh, and he's also like has violent outbursts. That's what I read. So it is like a movie navigating like the romance around that, and I think people just think it's like a good.
It's also like 90 minutes.
It's a good perspective on just like love.
Or
maybe not. Well, good and different is more importantly. Have y'all watched Gone Girl by Fincher? Have you, Osiris?
I haven't.
I've watched and read.
To me, that's one where I'm like, oh, that's for sure like this kind of genre of just like romance, fallout between a couple, the people around them because something happens in their romance. So I won't say exactly everything that happens in that movie, but it's a good movie. Fincher does tension so well, and that's his last big release. He only had
until Squid Game.
What, really?
Yeah, he's doing the American Squid Game. You didn't know that? I'm pretty sure.
Wait, why is this guy like in love?
He's doing. I don't know if he's doing the Cliff Booth spinoff before that.
He is. That's like that might be this year.
Okay, for sure.
But I was gonna say like that's his last. Gone Girl's his last big release before he just started doing Netflix releases.
It's 2014. I think Gone Girl's 2014.
Yeah.
Because then he did Mindhunter, which is for Netflix, which is great by all means from what I've heard. But then the movies he released, which I've also heard Mank is pretty good and The Killer is okay. But yeah, they're just limited to Netflix, so it's
Killer's.
So it's a shame that like we haven't gotten to see Fincher on the big screen with a big budget, and I mean still a big budget. It's Netflix.
Leo's just too busy. I think you should use Leo next.
But Gone Girl is indeed a fun time in a disturbing way also. Rosamund Pike has a great performance in it. Ben Affleck is playing Ben Affleck. I don't know about Ben Affleck's life, but yeah. I think I watched that on the plane, and even then I still had quite a good time. Okay, next we have The Handmaiden by Park Chan-wook, which is that your favorite from him?
I think that's my favorite of his. Okay. Like tied first.
I think it might be objectively his best. I haven't fully watched Oldboy, which even though I gave Oldboy 5 stars and Handmaiden 4.5, although I'll probably go back and give Handmaiden 5 stars.
Then again, I haven't watched. Yeah. I've watched like maybe 25-30% of his work. So I can't speak on all of it.
The Handmaiden is
it's like tied first.
A very beautiful romance, but also again there is some disturbing stuff about it. There's deception. There's secrets. If you've never watched Asian film, that is a great first one because you can see like just how they choose to. I say they like they all direct. Like he's also just like a genius. But you can see how like the tone of Asian movies are a little bit different. How they're filmed differently. There's an interesting storytelling structure to it. And at the end of the day, at the core of it, it's just a good romance. But yeah, I won't say more than that. Eternal Sunshine, this is like a bunch of people's favorite movies. This is
I think we all know.
A movie poster on everybody, like a bunch of people's walls.
Yeah.
I've actually never watched it. Yep, I started a movie podcast and I've never watched it. So if you can speak, don't spoil too much.
Dude, okay.
Is it like?
Yeah.
It's more of a sad romance, or is it like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it like also dark or disturbing at all? It's more just sad.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I think just sad.
And but it is a twist on like how love or romance movies are done, is what I was seeing on Reddit, and
this was like the movie that Jim Carrey proved he can act.
So also a bunch of these movies I looked up romance movies with a twist. Funny enough, Remember Me was literally the first one because I guess people are like, what the frick is that ending? So this last one I was surprised it's on there, but Brokeback Mountain was on that list, and I was like, what's the twist? That they're gay?
The twist.
like that's the whole point, that they're gay.
Yeah.
But I guess the twist is like what happens
Spoiler.
what happens with their love over the years.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess spoiler, they're gay. But the other spoiler is that like it's a tragedy. They don't get to be with each other, and it's a heartbreak movie. Heath Ledger's great in it. Jake Gyllenhaal's pretty great in it. Anne Hathaway is also pretty good in it. What's her name?
I forgot she was in that.
What's her name? Michelle Williams, also good in it. Yeah, I don't love it as much as other people do. But it's good. And I guess the twist is that they're gay. These ones I included for fun because they are romances with a twist, but they're definitely on the more lighthearted side. Palm Springs, have y'all guys watched that?
Never watched that.
That's honestly one of my favorite rom-coms. I think it's great. It came out during COVID, so wasn't the most like known movie, but also like it was like a great COVID movie to watch because like, hey, what's on right now that's like I can get on streaming and that's good. And that movie I think is really great.
Does it take place in Palm Springs?
I think it does, man.
Andy
I think
Samberg.
it does. It's Andy Samberg.
J.K.
Kristen
Simmons, my
Milioti.
goat.
Melody, is that her name? Kristen?
Oh, Kristen Milioti.
Yeah.
Milioti.
She's great in it. Who's the old guy in it? Is it J.K. Simmons? I think it's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll say this. There are maybe... Okay, one twist is that it's a time loop movie, which, if you didn't want that spoiled, oops. But that's the whole premise.
What the heck, man?
That's the whole premise of the movie. But there's 2 more twists in that movie. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I don't know.
Like Groundhog Day time loop kind of thing? Okay.
But it's fun. Okay. It's a fun movie. And it's romance comedy, and then it does dive into some more serious stuff. Crazy Stupid Love. This is like the rom-com with the twist.
I love that movie.
As in, when I say the rom-com, as in like this is strictly a rom-com, and it has like a proper twist at the end. Not like chaos happens, like that new Italian movie, like where like she goes to his B&B or his property, and then it's not one of those kind of twists.
Something Tuscany.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. You and me in Tuscany.
Yeah?
I think I'll have a good time.
You and me in Tuscany. Yeah.
But it's not one of those like,
Which Bailey sister is that?
Chloe. No, Hallie. the mermaid.
Oh, the mermaid. Okay.
That's what I know her from.
And then
I've seen that trailer probably like 7 times.
Yeah, if you never watched Crazy
theaters.
Stupid Love, Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, Emma Stone, Julianne Moore. Great cast.
Whole lot of goats.
It's funny.
Joey King.
It's funny.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah. And then there's just a great twist at the end, which try your best to just watch the movie without hearing anything because it's fun.
People have definitely seen the clip though.
Which is why if you never have, just go into it blind. And then 500 Days is something that people listed as a quote unquote twist, which I guess is like if you don't know anything about the movie, then it would be a twist. But if you know anything about that movie, then it's not really a twist. But it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and probably his most popular role, and then Zooey Deschanel, and it's down on his luck, nice guy wanting a romance, and then he finds like a very sweet girl, and it's a romance movie. I won't say what happens, but it's called 500 Days of Summer. So yeah, that's it. Did y'all have any surprise picks?
I wrote on 3. Unfaithful is a movie with Richard Gere.
Okay.
It's it's about cheating.
Yeah, I could figure.
Such. You can figure that out. Dirty Dancing.
Really?
From the 80s.
Romance movie with a
and
twist?
Saturday Night Fever.
Is that really a romance movie with a twist?
Not a twist, but like there's dark themes.
Really?
In it. Not really twisty. Yeah. Dirty Dancing and Saturday Night Fever.
Both of them.
There's 2 dancing movies that I thought off the top of my head. Yeah. Saturday Night Fever is like honestly a lot more sad and
yeah, because I know it's not
depressing than you would think it is.
I remember like passively like watching it with my dad. I could just tell like the way that movie looks. It's definitely more about like, I don't know for it fully because I haven't watched it, but is it like either drugs or like addiction or
there's drugs, there's
and just the concept of a guy like slowly declining in his fortune. So yeah, that's our episode. Thank you. If you made
I was gonna say, if you want like real,
right? I gave you time. I was like, do you have any recommendations?
I forgot about it. I
good.
looked down and I realized my fault. No, let's just end the episode. Let's end the episode.
Don't be
end
like
my
this.
life.
Just go
It'll
for it,
chill.
buddy.
If you want like a weird one that I only know because I watched it in a film class, Orlando.
Orlando
Yeah,
show.
it's a Tilda Swinton,
and she's weird,
and she plays. She
always does weird stuff.
Pretty well known as weird, and it's a pretty Tilda Swinton movie. She plays like the queen or like some lower royalty in England, and it was a fun watch for me.
Okay, good niche pick, man.
Check it out.
Thanks. Yes. I'm glad you interrupted me for that. Good job, buddy.
My bad.
Nah, you're good. Always feel free to interrupt me. I don't even host this that well. Anyways, like I was saying, thank you guys for joining us for another episode. This is episode 3. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, whatever it is, whatever podcast platform, because it's not on YouTube unless you're waiting for it to be on YouTube if we ever get the account back, which hopefully we do. Google, please. Give us a follow, give us a 5-star, not only for our egos, but it just helps a lot, I'm pretty sure, with like the algorithms.
Please, for my ego, please.
For Jonathan's ego.
Yeah. It just helps with the algo. Follow us on Instagram. I mean, if you're listening to this, you probably already do. Check out our reels. Follow us on TikTok if you want. I post some reviews on there. I keep it kind of low-key because I don't want people to see me. But thank you guys for joining us today. That is our episode. As we usually end for our 3 episodes we've done, just favorite thing you've seen this week. I can go first. Because I didn't mean to drop that on you.
Go ahead.
Mine is not something technically I did see it, but it's more of a hearing thing. Our friend Leon, by the artist name Leonaldi, so Leonaldy. He used to go by Louis Phoenix, so you can check out Louis Phoenix's music too. They're pretty good. But he's doing a rebrand to Leonaldi, and he has his first song as Leonaldi already out on Spotify everywhere, called Somebody, and I personally think it's his best release. I think it's great.
It's so good.
He's doing some visuals on it on Instagram if you want to give those a like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what he has in store as his rebrand as Leonaldi. Like I said, we do personally. I'm not like close friends with him, but I love to see what he puts out, and so that's my thing for the week.
As a very talented man. Shouts out.
So talented.
What about you guys? Sorry, Shingo.
Yeah, I've been super busy recently, so I haven't watched too much.
Tough.
I started the book, the Colorless Sukuru Tazaki.
I'll put a picture.
I read. Yeah, it's I don't know if you were in call, but I was talking to Marge about it. The what's his name? Haruki Murakami, I think.
Oh, it's Murakami. No, it's just funny how all this Japanese words he's trying to say.
Yeah,
I know him. Yeah, he's cool.
I haven't read it enough to memorize Japanese names and pronunciations.
Yeah, we'll get Isaac on the pod for that.
Murakami's good.
Yeah, this is my first Murakami book. I've read, I think, 2 of his short stories, but that was like years and years and years and years ago. And I like it so far. It's
cool. What's do you know the
really
interesting?
interesting
You can give
first
a little
chapter.
premise, a little brief one.
Yeah, it's so just like, so I got it from the bear because in one of the scenes in the bear, the first episode of the second season, one of the guys talking about the book, and he's like, basically like, yeah, like I don't know my purpose, and like this guy in this book, he also doesn't feel like he has a purpose, and his friends, they all have purposes and they all have talents, and he doesn't.
I see.
And
does
kinda...
Richie read it?
Oh, Richie.
Yeah. Okay, then maybe I'll read this one day too.
Yeah, and I was just curious, and then the more I looked into it, the more interesting it seemed.
All right.
So I'll update y'all on that
link.
Whenever it's time.
Put a link in it.
Yeah,
in
and then also I've been passively watching Party Down. It's a
Adam
sitcom
Scott?
with Adam Scott. Yeah.
It's like a cult
been
classic
fun.
for a show. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched like the first 2 seasons a couple years ago, and so I'm rewatching those, and then I'm gonna finish the series once I catch up to myself.
Cool. Thanks, man. JT.
Aside from the drama, this week I watched Challengers again. I finally watched The Life of Chuck.
Was it good?
And
with
Tom
Hiddleston?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a movie I will like. I just know it's mixed for the general public, but I think I would love it.
So, the thing about that movie, I think why most people don't like it, is it's told backwards. But the way it's told, it should be told backwards with the way the story is.
Yeah, man, you need to get on Letterboxd. I need to see your opinions on things.
Yeah. And then there was a night where people were watching Enchanted, and I decided to watch the whole thing.
Like Amy Adams?
I rewatched that. Yeah,
dude, that movie is amazing.
Oh, you watched it?
Amy Adams is so good.
So
like separately?
Yeah, I watched it separately. So after after it was changed, and then we went all home, I watched it all the way through again.
Dude, I'm sad that the sequel apparently wasn't great.
Yeah.
But we'll always have Enchanted.
But yeah, out of Challengers, Life of Chuck, and Enchanted again, I think Life of Chuck was my favorite out of those 3 because that was me watching new. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's
I missed. After I watched the movie, I was like, dude, I miss dancing so much. Because he dances a lot in that movie.
Insert clip of Jonathan dancing. No,
No!
I won't.
But
they exist out there, everyone. They exist.
If
you research hard enough.
Is it still pinned?
If you pay me,
I have no idea.
If you show me that you gave us 5 stars on Spotify, I'll just
subscribe
send it
to the Patreon for videos of
I'll just
Jonathan
send it
dancing.
Don't worry. Anyways,
weekly videos.
Yeah, that's our favorite stuff of the week. Osiris, end us off with song of the episode, and we'll see y'all later.
Yeah. This song of the episode, From Mexico with Love. That's the album title.
Okay.
Hanson Ghost by Last Dinosaurs.
Yeah,
check it
cool
out.
band.
Good fun.
Last Dinosaurs.
Yes.
Cool. That's gonna be in the description as well. There's a whole playlist. We love y'all. Thank you for listening. It might be a little bit until we upload again. Jonathan will be traveling. I will be without 4 teeth in my face.
Without teeth.
And Osiris will
be
just
toothless.
be waiting for us, I guess.
I'll be big
do a
chilling,
solo
bro.
episode, man.
Dude, I might. That'd be so funny. It'll be like 8 hours.
No. You should do a solo
of me just
episode, but
talking
there's
to
still
myself.
3 of you.
I thought about pitching that. I might do
just
that.
kidding.
You should do you should do a skit where like you dress up as us.
Oh my
As
god,
you
we'll
guys-
see.
and I act as you
We'll see
guys.
Osiris's EJ impression and Jonathan impression.
Maybe. If I have time to put in that effort.
And then for funsies, there could be a couple spin-off podcasts to this podcast in a future. I won't give a timeline. It'll still be under this because I don't want to start 2 new separate things. But yeah. Anyways, we'll say bye. Goodbye, everyone. Love ya. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
Later.
Music.
Watch more movies.
Whatever
Watch
whatever
more
we say, we've
movies.
done different things every time. Okay. Bye.